All right. Can you hear us?
Yep.
Beautiful. Who are we speaking with?
Dina.
Hi, Dina.
Hi.
How are
Dina.
you, Dina?
Good.
All
I have a
right.
I have a question. Can I ask?
Far away.
Okay. I was actually I'm a physician assistant. I was terminated from my employee. I worked with the county over 10 years ago, secondary to the disability. I have multiple sclerosis, but it's mostly cognitive issues. Um, I get very confused very easily. But I wasn't ready. I was only 40 at the time. This was over 10 years ago. And so I kept working, but in private practices. And I was realizing through the years I just can't do it anymore. So I applied for disability. Of course, even though I'm getting a pension because they retired me on disability, they denied me. So I got an attorney, and I'm going to have a administrative law judge hearing in November.
Hmm.
I don't, mine's, if you look at me, I look fine. I could walk without assistance. Um, I don't know what my chances are, but I mean, this is the only thing I know how to do is in the medical field.
Yeah.
So I don't know what my chances are. I'm
S-
concerned.
So are you asking us to look into the crystal ball?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
And kind
I,
of predict your future?
well, I'm saying what are the chances of somebody who looks normal? All my disabilities are pretty not visible unless you talk to me for a while, and then you realize I'm cognitively disabled. I've had neurocog tests. I have all that information, which which I had given to them. But
Yeah,
I'm anxious because I don't know if they're gonna deny me.
sure. I just want to ask you one question and then I'm going to turn it over to our resident expert to comment.
Sure.
Are you over or under 50?
I am 52 years old.
52 years old. All right, Michael.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey there. So the you mentioned that you had some neurocognitive testing done. That was going to be my first question, so I appreciate that.
Yes.
Uh, do you know by chance what some of those results on the test scores came back as? Did they come back as like uh, average, mildly sub-average, or like extreme
Yes.
deficits?
Mild cognitive impairment secondary to multiple
Okay.
sclerosis.
Okay. And being 52, do you have difficulty standing and walking for long periods?
It's the fatigue, but I can walk. I don't have a problem walking. I just get tired.
Okay. Could you, like, if you had to guess, how long could you stand and walk for before you had to sit down or lie down because of fatigue?
Uh, I could probably walk for a good distance, like a mile.
Okay. And then could you take a quick break, get up, walk for another mile, or do you think,
By that point, I'm usually then I'm lying down
okay.
and totally shot.
So after a period of physical exertion, it takes you a lengthy period of time to recover. That's what I would expect with your diagnosis is kind of.
Yes.
And then the biggest thing, so with MS, some days are better than others. I don't know if it's
Yes.
relapsing, remitting, but
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Your attorney should explain a lot of this to you, but you need to heavily focus on what a bad day looks like in your life because you are up against a more difficult standard, especially if you can stand and walk for a lengthy period of time. Focus heavily on what that bad day looks like and how limited you are on those bad days. I mean, do you have difficulty even getting out of bed? Standing and walking, is it much more limited, maybe 5 or 10 minutes at a time? And how often those days occur? That would be my biggest advice. But I mean, 52, there's not an unreasonable chance. It's more likely than being under age 50. Uh,
Right.
Yeah.
and
But
it sounds like
what
you've
else
got.
could I do for a living with the fatigue and the cognitive issues? I don't even this is all I know. I only know how to help the community. And now I need help, you know? So,
Yeah, it's very frustrating. And we see this a lot under age 50, but especially the 50 to 54 range. You've done a job that you know very well for a long period of time. And now they're looking at, can you do that work, but also can you do any other job standing and walking 6 out of 8 hours a day? So like, can you go be a grocery bagger, at
right.
the Kroger?
That's
We
it.
think it's ridiculous that
Yeah.
that's even a part of the analysis. But unfortunately, until you get past age 55, it's the rule that they have in place. Again, those bad days, especially with MS, you really need to focus on that. And hopefully your attorney gets you heavily prepared. I would be cautious with your testimony and not give up information that the judge doesn't ask you directly, or make it sound like you're more capable than what a bad day is or what you really are capable of doing.
Got it. Thank you.
I have a thought,
Hmm.
and it's not pertaining to your current case, but when did you stop working?
Uh, it was January 2023 or January 2024. I'm sorry.
Okay, so 1 of 2024. Okay. So here's another way to look at it. Your date last insured, I don't know if this means anything to you. You're insured for disability benefits for 5 years generally after the time that you stopped working, which would be up to 2029 based on this. Okay.
Hmm.
So let's say worst case scenario, you go through this hearing and it doesn't work out and you don't get approved.
Yeah.
You can ideally like wait 6 months or for a new diagnosis or for something to increase from mild to severe and then apply again and have another swing at it. But you want to make sure that you start your second case before your benefits expire in 2029. You don't have to be approved by then
Right.
to start the case. So here's the thing. I just want to leave you with, hopefully, Dina, with some optimism, is that it's not the end of the road for you. And I have this saying about the man or the woman in the mirror. If you cannot work full time, right,
Yeah.
5 days a week, 40 hours a week, then just stay in the game, right? So and we can help you here at the Disability Digest to prepare for your hearing. If you're a member here, then contact us and we'll make sure you get this information. If you're not, join us.
Hmm.
And there's how to prepare for your hearing. And one of the key things that's in that is we've analyzed like 42 hearings and we broke down all the questions that the judges ask.
Hmm.
So you'll have an idea, and they're really common. Most of them are on your adult function report, and then they're going to ask you like, what's a common day like? But that may be comforting for you to know what's coming your way so that you can be prepared. And like Michael said, don't offer more information than you need to. So just we'd be glad to help you with that. And of course, I'm praying for a positive outcome and that you come back and you say, hey, the crystal ball worked.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
All right. Good
Thank you
stuff.
so
Thank you for
much.
joining us. All right. Be well. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay. Appreciate you.